right, me channel mo akwa baso nko so mfa wa channel so how that so bear media GH so abusia dia our Chief Justice Regret Torkonoo after say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama o mami suspension no mami say oda ona onte no ho ase na onam ECOWAS Abuja abonten so na onam AU ade bechi se mami ade nani ade akire America kwa report His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enya sem ketua Busia force say there as I said here nearby to Joanna say a mami akopim UK abonten so am UK Bar Council and a Commonwealth Lawyers Association abusia you see omo de krata e de abre His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say and minimum ya ambo modern no state mami na enye mra His Excellency ni kwan say so oji mami e di efiri wana abusia sa sem we anasa sa krata we ba ya de Attorney General AG at the reply at the command UK Bar Council. Now this time round, then about to join the NDC top groups be so about at the message at the Abema Chief Justice Regret Torkonoo and Yansam Kotona Busia answer her. Me no musa Edman in 70 be at the call your UK and a Commonwealth Lawyers Association so and Yansam Kotona person Casavan Persia Kunoquity in Samoa. Omadi a two Janimu ye pana see winner someone in Chebia. But more than I child had saw a bear media Jabusia say, and they connect channel this one. And you know, book one, so best also by Jimmy videos nibi. You have about the answer best subscribe like no bash for pencil be a tino. And you be 80 someone at Toja, if a Chief Justice Regret Torkonoo. And someone, Abusia NDC gurus at the Ababonting, and then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Abusia, and also Aka at the Afahu Emracia.
The statement by the Attorney General is to spite these two important composition or associations of lawyers, of especially the Commonwealth, England, Wales, the reputation, legitimately.
Okay. So once again, I want to just thank you. I noticed that you mentioned my senior brother Jude Akroma.
Yes.
A while ago.
Yes.
I'll be following up on the promise by Minister, my senior brother, Honorable Kwame Agboja, on the bridge over the Oti Adambai. It's a very dear project to me. But that said, I looked at the statement by the Commonwealth, Lawyers Association and the Bar Council of England and Wales. First of all, let's put matters in proper perspective. These two groups are what you call professional association. Like the way we have Boys Brigade and what have you. That is what it is. You understand? It is like how we have Ghana Medical and Dental Council in Ghana. It is like how we have the Ghana Bar Association here, Nigerian Bar Association. That is what they are. Now, when you read their statement, particularly the caption, immediately and without delay, that's arrogance.
What do you mean by arrogance, Aditi?
That is complete arrogance. That statement is completely condescending. I think they should withdraw it.
They should withdraw?
Yes, and apologize to the President of the Republic of Ghana. What impudence. Like in a typical away home, they will say, "Border way."
Other way.
I mean, look at you.
Who are you?
Like, who are you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? How dare you?
Is that not an insult or perhaps spiting them?
I mean, like, seriously? Look, first of all, President John Dramani Mahama derives his mandate from 57% of persons who were eligible to vote on the 7th day of December 2024. And of this number, he did an impressive 57%. That is the kind of person we are talking about. He is not the president of a girls or boys guide. He is not the president of an association of professional bodies. No. He is the president of the Sovereign Republic of Ghana. whoever puts, and that is why you see that the statement is not signed by any named person. Because I wish to address that person, like, personally.
You would have addressed that person personally?
Yes. Because that statement is so insulting. I mean, whoever put that statement together possibly needs self-respect. Never again are we going to entertain. And I'm restraining myself. Because how in God's name would a president who has taken the oath of office, please go to the Constitution 1992 at the back, oath of office for the president of the Republic of Ghana. Oath of office for the president of the Republic of Ghana.
It says, I,
yes,
that will be the president.
Exactly.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Yes.
Solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
As by law.
Why is this significant?
It is so significant because having taken the oath and affirm or swore that he is going to respect the laws of this republic, and guess who? Before whom he took that oath? Madam Regret Torkonoo, now suspended Chief Justice. And if you look at the tail end of the oath, what does he say? That he will suffer the pain if he disobeys what the Constitution says. It's in there.
Yes. It says, I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break his oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana and suffer the penalty for it.
Suffer the penalty.
How does this come in here, Edwin?
Everything that has happened relative to her ladyship, the Chief Justice's impeachment processes, are all constitutionally sanctioned. The President, John Dramani Mahama, took an oath of office, and that he will respect the laws of this country. So on what basis would this Bar Council of England and Wales, in this arrogant manner,
a very important association, what you say,
tell President John Dramani Mahama to immediately and without delay? How dare they? Look, you see, there are some group of people who don't care to even sell their country once it fits into their interest. For 8 solid years, that President Akufo-Addo ruled this country. Was there any time that any group of people or an association had the courage to even tell him, look, even when the president removed Domelevo, a decision that the Supreme Court of Ghana subsequently described as unconstitutional, where was this group? Oh, Domelevo is not a lawyer, so he does not deserve the protection of the Constitution. England and Wales, yes, it's true, they don't have a written constitution, but they have rules and procedure to guide how they govern. That is what has ensured order in that country. In this case, every procedure required under the Constitution 1992 has been complied with. Guess what? If you read the statement, it is the very legal argument, how sophisticated they are, that have been canvassed in our courts. That is basically what they reproduced. The same sentiments. The Supreme Court of Ghana had the occasion to make pronouncement on the processes in this impeachment thing. The Supreme Court had affirmed everything done by the president so far has complied with the law. First, my brother Vincent Assefuwa was the first to go to court And in a very interesting legal submission, and for some of us, we have always raised issues. He went to court and said A, B, C, D. What was the ruling of the Supreme Court on the injunction? Dismissed. Correct. Everything that the president had done so far is to ensure that he respects the independence of the judiciary. What would have been the position of the Bar Council of England and Wales, the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, if the president was the petitioner? Imagine for a minute that the petition in these ongoing removal processes was triggered by a petitioner called John Dramani Mahama. What would they say? Due process, rule of law. In this case, the petitioners are completely distinct from the president. The president has a constitutional duty to perform. Sui generis. It's not a duty cast on any other person in this republic today. Only John Dramani Mahama. Like Pontius Pilate, you have the duty to conduct a certain thing. How come that in all of this, the Bar Council of England and Wales have not been able to cite any breach of any of our laws, be it the Constitution, a statute, or any rule of law or rule of procedure? It's unfortunate, very unfortunate, and I think the Bar Council of England and Wales must, maybe let me use their own words, immediately and without delay withdraw that statement and apologize to the good people of Ghana.
In response to what they also said, they said immediately without delay.
Now I am saying that immediately and without delay, they must withdraw that their statement, arrogant statement, condescending statement. But you see, I've learned something in life. When you find yourself in a hole and your intention is to come out, one of the things that you must avoid is to dig further.
And who is in the hole wanting to dig further? I don't understand what you are insinuating.
Obanyansafo, yebunebe, yenkanasem. Listen, we were here when we were told that Her Ladyship, the former suspended Chief Justice, had gone to where? ECOWAS court, correct?
Yeah.
What's the outcome of that? There was supposed to be an interim injunction. What happened? She wrote to the ECOWAS court that during this vacation period, they must hear the matter. What was the outcome? She had been to the High Court, human rights. What was the outcome? In fact, the court described the processes that she filed as blatant abuse of process. Vincent Assefuwa went to the court. What happened? My own senior brother, Kwabena Bonfe and others, went to the Supreme Court with a writ, an association. What happened? Then she herself, taking the benefit that the Constitution guarantees her, yes, went to the Supreme Court. What happened? Which one of these processes has President Mahama interfered in? The Constitution, Article 146, and I'll conclude on this, is one unique constitutional provision that had received a lot of judicial pronouncements. If you recall, the Ghana Bar Association, carefully, seeking to circumvent this constitutional provision, do you know what they did? They issued a writ. The Ghana Bar Association, so an association of lawyers can also get the law wrong. They went to the Supreme Court to challenge the qualification, eligibility, blah, 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 of Justice Aban. You remember?
Yeah.
When they got to the Supreme Court, knowing that it would be difficult for them to trigger Article 146, they decided to use a writ action to achieve the very end of Article 146. Go and read the reasoning of Justice Pegan, Ejabe and co. At one point, Justice Pegan even said, quote, that an association of lawyers, the creme de la creme, ought to know better. So, the fact that this letter is coming from the Bar Council of England and Wales, Commonwealth Lawyers Association, is a demonstrable evidence that even lawyers, regardless of the pedestal you put them, can get it wrong.
Commonwealth?
Yes.
England and Wales?
Yes. I'm so disappointed when I read it.
Significant association, important association.
And look at the timing of the statement itself. At the point of national tragedy, they decided to put salt in our eyes. These guys are insensitive. They have no respect for Ghanaians. We shouldn't entertain them. Look, this one, it matters not whether you are NDC or MPP. There are a few things that should bring us together. And this is one. It's about the sovereignty of Ghana. It's about who we are. Yes, it may give you certain political mileage today, but where does it lead us to?
Now, if you take a look at the second page in the footnote, it says that the Bar Council represent approximately 17,000 barristers in England and Wales.
Do you know the number of persons who voted for President Mahama? Do you know the number of persons who went to the poll in 2024? 700,000.
17,000.
17,000. That's not even up to one polling station in Ketu North.
No, but this is a representation.
No, they should respect
of lawyers in England and Wales. Please. And then the Commonwealth Lawyers also is an international non-profit organization which exists to promote and maintain the rule of law throughout the Commonwealth. And so somebody will say that you go up there and they say there should be the provision of transparent rules of procedure to guide the disciplinary processes that have been taken against the suspended Chief Justice so far. And of course, the main phrase now is immediately and without delay. Reinstate.
Roland.
Why should this be cast into the bin and not be given credence? Lawyer Piadankwa.
Even if there were 1 billion people in the association, even if there were 1 billion people, it would not have given what they've done any legitimacy.
Why not?
It would not, because Ghana is a sovereign nation. We are sovereign. I know my brother Eduji said that they should apologize to the president of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. In fact, I will say they should apologize to the people of Ghana, because President Mahama is not using his powers. President Mahama is using powers that the people of Ghana give him. In the spirit of the oath that he took, the oath was beyond the oath being to always show allegiance.
We any in sema holo team because watch channel so I'm not so jemre ewa ha the sense of bad in there don't be edumiania in share mu nensensum